Welcome to UGC Net Computer Science students. In today, I'll be discussing about very important concept in data communication and computer network is OSI reference model. This is actually 7-layer reference model widely used in communication. Actually, suppose there are two user A and B. Those people connected in network, they want to communicate with each other. Then they are using their own mobile application device to interact. Okay, so for this I list out what are the 7 layer is application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. Suppose A want to communicate with the user B. In that case, first if suppose A sending data, then you have to interact with initially with the application layer, and then this will be forward to data for the presentation layer. Then it will be forward to session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. Now this will be communicated over physical medium. This may be wireless or wired. It will be reaching other end. Okay, so whatever order by which the data forwarded, it will be doing in reverse order to reach the user B. Okay, for example, user A sending some data. It may be any type of data. Then as per type of data is sending, he may be using particular application. Okay, so that you want to discuss. Then this application may be representing data either as it is or compressed manner, or sometime you want to send secure data. So now who will responsible for this particular representation of data? Okay, that is a presentation layer. Then this computer may interact with some other application while we transmitting data. Then you want to keep some dialogue. For that we are having session layer. Then why we need a transport layer? This data can be forwarded to user B either in what is called reliable or unreliable. Okay, so now who will responsible for that purpose is transport layer. Then it will be forward to network layer. Now it will responsible for routing the data. Not only that, we have so many other services provided. Now it will be routed, then it will be coming to data link layer. This will be actually delivering data to particular end-to-end device. For that we have data link layer. Then it will be forward to physical layer. Physical layer is the only layer which is able to transmit the data by means of actual bits. Okay, so that is the responsibility of physical layer. Okay, so I'll be discussing very elaborately what are the application layer role here and what are the protocol there. So usually this will be having service interface as well as host to host interface. Okay, so now service interface will be provided in any computer all 7 layer. Okay, usually the lower provide the service to upper layer. Okay, this way it will happen. So now if you are coming for application layer, so the protocol examples are domain name system, file transfer protocol, SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol, telnet, and simple network management protocol. These are the very famous protocol which is available in this application layer for all the types of service. what are the service. Okay, so which will be providing virtual terminal, non-virtual terminal, and file transfer, mail services, directory services. These are the services provided by application layer. Once application layer data forward to presentation layer, so here we have some protocols, what is called MIME, multi-purpose internet mail extension, like that, extended data representation. Okay, so then here what are these services here? Translation, which mean encoding, decoding happen, and suppose you want to send a secure manner, encryption, decryption happen. If you are performing encryption in sender side, receiver side it will perform decryption. Like that, compression in sender side, and decompression in receiver side. Once it forwarded to session layer, here we have session announcement protocol, and then so PPTP or TP protocol present there. So what are the main services present in this session layer is dialog control and synchronization. Dialog control is for keeping all the session, many activity happen in this any particular computer. For that we need dialog control. Then dialog control also keeping what is called timestamp, but what time we are sending, what time we are receiving, how many applications sending and receiving data, those will be keep in dialog control. Once it is forward to transport layer, it decide whether you want to send the data in reliable manner or unreliable manner. Okay, if you want to send in reliable manner, then you want to use what is called transmission control protocol, TCP. If you want to send data in unreliable manner, then we are using what is called user datagram protocol. What is a transmission control protocol? Transmission control protocol keeping first establish the connection between sender and receiver. Once it is established, the data will be sent by sender to receiver, and receiver has to acknowledge it, that data received. Then you want to disclose the connection, which means connection establishment, data transmission, disclose the connection. Okay, so this is happen in transmission control protocol. What is user datagram protocol? Is user datagram protocol will provide that is called connectionless protocol. So usually if you are telecasting some video conferencing and all, it use what is called user datagram protocol. So because if you want to send secure and small message, they will be using TCP. If you are sending larger message, then we are using UDP. And nowadays we are using latest protocol for this transport layer is SCTP. Okay, so that is other latest things present in this transport layer. What are the services present in this transport layer are service point addressing. Usually in this network you want to discuss about physical address, logical address, and as well as what is called port address. Okay, so if you are sending the data to any particular computer, which application has to receive that particular data? Okay, that will be responsible by what is called service point addressing, that is port address. Usually each application has to assign with one port number. So port number is actually 16-bit address. Okay, so which is assigned to every application. Okay, so what other services in this transport layer are segmentation and reassembling. Usually if you are sending any data, it may be video or audio or text, this may be any size, but this network has to keep such a data in some segmentation or container. So suppose any data is more than the volume of any container in transport layer, it will simply chunk the data and accommodate inside the each and every segment. Okay, so reassembling happen in receiver end. Okay, so now connection control. Okay, so here reliable or unreliable discussing connection control. What is called flow control? Okay, so here flow control is other important service. Why? In the sense, suppose any sender, he had a very speedy device, receiver have what is called very slow device, then whatever the data rate by which he is sending, receiver may not receive it as it is, because it is slow computer, it is a speedy computer. To regulate this one, we have what is called flow control. Whatever the data rate at which receiver may be receiving it, for that the same rate at which you want to send the data, that is called flow control. What is called error control is, so usually in this particular OSI reference model network, there may be a error happens. In order to avoid or recover such a error in the data, we are keeping what is called error control. Error control discussing error detection, error correction. If error happened, it is detected, then you want to retransmit it. What is called error correction? Suppose error corrected or error happen in receiver end. Now, without asking to retransmit the data, we can correct the error in receiver end itself. Okay, that is called what is called error correction. Okay, this will be classifying into forward error and backward error. Okay, so now we are coming to network layer. So here protocol used are what is called IP version 6. This will be classified into 32-bit address and 128-bit address. Then ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, IPsec, Security IP Packet, IGMP. Okay, what are the services provided with this network layer? Is nothing but logical address, which means nothing but IP address. Okay, usually in the network, any connection, any devices establishing, then it assigned with one logical address. Now routing, so how data is forwarded. Imagine, so we have very big network in which lot of routers are. Now you want to find out what are the router by which the data has to reach the destination from the source. Okay, so that is routing algorithm. Here the routing algorithm is classified into link state routing and distance vector routing. Okay, so further it will be classified into some other subtypes we'll be discussing later. And next important service here is congestion control. What is congestion control? Suppose so many data going towards any router. Okay, router has some limitation. It will able to receive some number of packets. Suppose more number of packet going beyond number of packet it's supposed to receive, then there will be a jam. Okay, that is said to be congestion. To avoid that congestion, we need to keep some congestion control and congestion avoidance algorithm. Okay, and this also responds for quality of service and load balancing. Okay, surely it will eliminate congestion control. Once it reaching data link layer, so it will be responsible for these are the services. And before that, what are the protocol present? Here is ATM, ARP, address resolution protocol, and STLC, and then STLC, IEEE, types of network, and PPP. And what are the services here is framing. Framing is nothing but, so actually if you are sending data, it will be as it is going up to transport layer, it will be converted into segmented data. Then segmented data will be chunked into what is called IP packet, and now IP packet further chunked into what is called framing. Okay, frames. Okay, that is the service here. And here physical address, actually we discussing about three type of address. What is called data link layer is physical address. Actually this is called MAC address or Ethernet address. Every device present in network assigned one very unique address is called data link address, that is physical address or MAC address. Okay, And now what is called flow control, we discussed in transport layer itself, but even here in data link layer also it is happened. Now error control also present in transport layer. And next one is access control. Okay, what is called access control is, suppose we have some medium. Okay, in this medium so many computer connected, and every computer independently able to send the data. So now what happen is, every data going through forward and backward, sometime it will be collide with each other. Okay, so in order to control that, we are having what is called access control. Okay, what is called physical layer. Okay, physical layer is responsible for following things: media. Okay, which mean what type of media we are using. Okay, which mean wired or wireless media. And it is also responsible for bit representation. Bit representation nothing but what is the sequence of bit we can be sending. So how to measure data rate, and what are the line configuration we are using. I mean point to point or multi point and broadcast kind of things. Okay, next one is physical topology. How network is organized, either in tree topology or bus topology or ring topology or star topology. And next one is transmission mode. Okay, transmission mode also present in this physical protocol layer. Okay, so with this I stop here. Thank you for watching.